Now it's working. Yeah, we are on YouTube late, but we are. So you guys will be able to watch it. Now I want to hear about you, Ade. What challenges do immigrants face? Do you have one specific that you think it's the most hard one?
Yeah, I don't know what's the worst, but I know a challenge is to adapt to the new culture because most of the time they have different cultures. So different cultures, different religions, different foods, different habits, and when they come in the country or when an immigrant arrive in the new country, they need to adapt to this culture, and I think it's more difficult because uh, there are many factors that impact in this case. So I think about the prejudice, it's another bad thing because they always look at the immigrants and like people that want to get my country, want to get my things. So it doesn't matter. They want to live with each other like us, but sometimes people think like that, and they get on the country for for them. So I think the prejudice and the adapt to the culture is the most challenges that the immigrant face.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was muted. What about you, Daphne?
Romeo and Heather said very important things. I agree totally. I think it's important to talk about depends where are you from, where are you going? Because if you are from USA and come to Brazil, for example, you are a god. so so I think depends. But it it's a challenge because in the most of cases, people don't necessarily talk, tell you, but they don't want you there. So uh, it's not the same. Uh, Besides the other things that Romeo and other tell us. So it's that.
Yeah, perfect. I think this trying to change the view of your nationality is a really important point because, like you said, oh, people are like European and people from the USA, they're like, oh, you're welcome here, and you were like, oh, you're beautiful, you're rich, you are educated, you are everything I want to be. And that's really, I don't know, funny sometimes. Nachi, your thoughts about this?
Yeah, I agree with the guys. I think the culture could be a challenge, the language, and this about the where the people from and where they come is very true. I think last week has a news here in Ceará about the immigrants that's from some countries of Africa. He has a lot, and they were talking about how they suffer prejudice here, how they are not welcome because here we have some thoughts that everyone is welcome in Brazil. We will take care of everyone, but depends. As Daphne said, if you are from USA or Europe, if you are white, you will be very welcome. But when you are black, it's not the same treatment.
Yeah, perfect. So, Edda, do you think immigration helps us understand each other better?
Yeah, I think yeah, because I think yes, because when I was in university, my professor was from my professor is because he's alive today. My professor is from Libya. So when he talked me about how it was to live in Libya with civil war, with dictator. It was it was to yeah, I always I always think about how they how they live in there, how they live there. It's not it's not possible. So and answering this question, I always thought, so what type of the problems, what type of the difficult they are passing through. So I I think it helps how to understand other people, other country, other because here in Brazil it's Brazil is a good country. We don't have civil war, we don't have problems. We have natural, we have many foods. Uh, we don't have no one issue. So I think the immigrants help us to understand better the the other situation and to reflect about how we are lucky, how we are too lucky.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. Do you think the same, Nachi? Or do you think is it worse or is it just reinforce the prejudice that we have against them?
Um, I think depends of the people if they are open to pass for this experience because I think you can learn a lot with people from the country because has many different cultures. So I think it's good we know more about the others, but I think we have to be open for this because sometimes it is too difficult that you can understand how they live that way, how they think. So I think you have to be open.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. Daphne?
Yes, I agree with Nati. Uh, we have to be open, and I think it's important because we have uh, an idea how it's living somewhere, but we don't know. We see what TV or I don't know show us. So if you are open, uh, I think we can learn much things.
Yeah, yeah, that's perfect. I always, when it comes to immigrants in Brazil, I think of uh, doctor from Cuba, for an example. It's really interesting the way they speak, and I try to capture the influence of Spanish in their language, not to judge them, but just to, I don't know, it's great because it's different. Like just like I'm from Minas, and when I speak to some people, they say, "Where are you from?" Just the way that I'm speaking, they try to guess what I do, what I like, and why I'm here. And I think that's great and helps us to understand each other better. So, Homero, what do you think? And you can also answer question number 4. You can answer the two questions at the same time. Do you think immigrants should pass a test based on the language and culture of the country they want to live in?
Be honest, I think it is not necessary because depends the immigrant. Immigrants, I think, like Venezuelans or others that get away their own country. I think it's help is help for for them. It's not how can I say how can I say how can I say in English exigir? I don't know.
To require,
Yeah, to require. I think it is not to help us. You know, I think um, the web the time they are learning yeah, learning the language, the local language, but I think it's not necessary, you know.
yeah. And about the other question, number three, do you think immigration helps us understand each other better?
um I think depend the immigration, immigration in that situation, like you get away, like get away for war or for other situations that is necessary to get away. I think for us, uh, I for us, it is important to, how can I say, to think or I don't know, say in English, se colocar no lugar do outro. I think it is good for us, like a better person, and for others immigrants there's so many in my city. I think in my state, I think in whole Brazil, there's so many Asians, but that Asians, I think uh, they have many shoppings. I think so. How can I say? Yeah, they have many. I don't know. It, I don't know to say exactly in English, but I think the specific immigration to change for Brazil for improve your, how can I say, your life, your conditions, but they they don't not bad condition in your country, but for others different. Yeah, I think
Yeah, yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for your answer, Romeo. What about you, Daphne? Do you think they should learn language culture and do a test based on the country?
I have never thought in about that. It's an interesting thing to think. So I don't think that a test is so important, because when the person is there, sh- she will learn about it. And I have never thought, but I think it's an important question.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to search if you have the option of immigrate to a place. If you are choosing to do it based on something and like, oh, that's it. But, learning everything, I think that's not really right. I don't know. I agree with you. Ed, do you think they should learn everything and do a exam, a test?
Um, I I think that's a hard question because I think it's only to live. I think it's not too necessary, but they shouldn't pass in a test, for example. But I think to get some um, to get some advantage or support of the government, for example, they need because I think they doing a test or they doing yeah, they doing a test, they can prove uh, they are adapted to the culture, adapted to the life in this country, and they can be able to get some support of the government, so they get support for the some institutes. I don't know how can I say, but the I think it's not really necessary, but if they want to get some support like retirement or like uh, some any support, it's cost for the our people, and they integrate. It's a way they integrate to the new culture, and I think it's good they pass in a language and culture of to confirm that they want to stay in the country, that confirm they want to they want to live for more time, and they are uh, they are agreeing to the new culture, the new language, the new thing that they are living. I think it's not necessary in the initial time, but if they want to be a citizen in the and get some support and get some thing they need to pass in a test.
Yes, and Eda said one really interesting thing that relates to question number 7 when it comes to right. And when an immigrant arrives in a new country, should they have the same access to healthcare and other rights as an existing citizen? Why or why not? Nati, can you start answer this question? If you want, you can answer the other two, just to make sure.
Okay. I think at least the basic rights, I think they should know. But I think it's common the countries make some difference between our citizens and people that come from other countries. But I think health and some place to live is basic things. I don't think it's nice you forbid someone to take access to these things.
Okay, but what about like going to university or doing something that involves, I don't know, let's suppose you're participating in a program or
I think
you're trying to
it's
open a
okay, but
account in a
depends.
bank.
I know Argentina don't want more Brazilians there. And when I saw, I understand because people go there, make the course of, I think is medicine, and then they come back to one country and the government just pay for the education. The person will won't work there and or pay taxes, and for the country no benefits, just for the person that go in and study. But the person wants to live there and continue, I think it's okay. They have the same access.
Yeah. What's your opinion, Daphne, about question number 7?
Wait. Yes, I think I would like to have some basic health in when I go to another country. So I don't think it's good to forbidden that or don't have um, a good program about that. I think it's about uh, college or other things. Maybe have rules, but I think it's important to for meet another cultures, and I think it's important to be possible to do that.
Yeah, yeah. What's your opinion, Humel?
I think it's a hard question, but Um, depend the situation, like an accident, like other events is necessary to help so fast, But other situations like how can I say, a health plan is a good example. It's necessary to pay, you know. But for public assistance, I think no, I think no, because now our assistant now our national assistance is not enough for us, you know. Imagine for others. I think is not it's not a good idea for the specific case, but in a situation like an emergency, it's necessary to help, I think that
Yes. Yeah, that's really complicated because talking about person and then what law should we follow? What do you do? And even we Brazilians, some of us, we can pay for a health care. What about an immigrant if the person is not working? I don't have a health care plan, honestly. I don't have a lot of things, and I couldn't imagine how a person without it would live in here. And I am from public school. I studied in a public university and couldn't pay for it, honestly. And I take a bus that the government pays, and I don't pay these things, but without it, I don't know what I would do. That's really important for me. And even like if we take the Goiás example, let's suppose you are from Goiás and you go to London and you die in there. Let's suppose there's a law in here in Goiás that helps people, like families, poor families, to bring the body back to the state, but just exist in Goiás. You need to be from here and to live here for like 5 years at least. And they talk to the funeral business and they have to bring the body back, but you died and you didn't know this. But yeah, that's interesting to know. It's like different. Like Brazil, if you take Brazil, just being Brazilian doesn't mean like everything. If you live in Goiás, you have some privilege, so it's good to die. I mean,
You can say no,
uh,
no.
yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, but you can die in peace if you are poor and you cannot, do things. And that's kind of, I don't know, exciting to know. But that's not why I'm here. I don't plan to go to another country for a while. But I'm here living for 2 years, so it takes only 3 for me to get access to this. But anyways, let's go to another question, please. Ed, do you have something to add in your answer? Because you already said something about it. We're talking about question number 7.
You were, yeah. I think I was listening the answers, and I was talking about, because in Brazil we are so we are we live with free healthcare, uh, but it's not equal in the other countries. When you have to pay, we need to pay, and mm, and in an emergency situation, you need to pay. It's not free. And when immigrants arrive, they have the same access to the healthcare. Oh, pay and have access. If you pay, you have access. And yeah, for example, when we need to travel, for example, to United States, we need to do an insurance, because if you get sick, or you need to healthcare, you need to pay. It's not cheaper. It's not cheap. And I think the most of the case, they have the same access for the healthcare because the healthcare it's you need to pay for it. Here in Brazil, the access is free. I think the immigrant they can have the same access for emergency, like Romeo said, for example, like emergency or other thing. And if they pass in a test, for example, they want to live here, they want to fix it's not fix, they want to live in Brazil, they adapt to the culture, they adapt to the language, they want to have a life here, they can access completely healthcare with complete the schools, yeah, they get the completely Brazilian pack, Brazilian free pack. So I
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I can add this in the question.
Yes, I get it. So let's go to question number 5 now. Let's skip one more question. Should people be deported when they don't have documents to allow their residence in a country? Why? This question was inspired by a book called House Cleaner. It's from a Brazilian guy that works cleaning houses in the USA, and he marries a guy to not be deported, and then they fall in love. It's funny,
Really?
but yeah, it's reality. Um, and I
Have you
don't think they, I'm
have you lived
sorry?
have you lived in USA?
I'm sorry, me?
Are you talking about you?
No, no, no. Actually, it's from a book from a guy that were living in there, not me. I'm still not there. But what's your opinion, Daphne? Do you think people should be deported when the police or the authorities figure it out they don't have documents?
I think depends. I we need rules and we need documents and buro burocracias, coisas burocráticas. But sometimes to deport is not the solution. So because other people will come and you deported, and it, I don't think solve the problem. So I think maybe some changes would be good to do.
Yeah, that's a great answer. I'm not answering this question, so it's your turn, Romeo. What do you think?
Um, it's a hard question to explain, but I think in Brazil is not happen, but in others countries like even in the US, I think it happens. It is normal, I think, especially for Brazilians or like others immigrants that trying to enter for border for border Mexico, you know, the the illegal how can I say the illegal way. I think it's so common, but in Brazil, I think I've never seen to happen in my opinion, but I don't know. But I don't know. But in Brazil, I think is not happen. You know, because I think Brazil is so friendly for immigration. Try to help for constructing a new life and the helps for others opportunities like how can I say bring how can I say to get a new documents. Yeah, I think I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so.
yeah. Perfect. So, Ede, what's your opinion?
Yeah, I must disagree with some part that Romeo said because I think the USA don't deport people that don't have documents to allow their residence in the country because uh, I when I stayed there I saw there are many people from the other countries working in there. I think they don't have the documents that allow their residence in that country, but they are they are working in a function that USA citizens don't want, like waiters, like I don't know, maybe it's balconist or work in a drugstore, work work on the street, washing the street, doing things that the USA citizen don't want, and they are giving the workforce for the country. I think they don't have documents to allow their residence there, but they don't or they deported. They aren't deported. I think the 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 immigrants is deported because they do something wrong or they stolen or they brought something totally wrong. So because of this they are deported I'm I'm journalist now. When I went talking I it's I think uh, each situation it's each one. I think there are situations in different cases, but I think many people and I talked to with Brazilian living there that they don't have documents allowing their residence, but they can drive, they can live, they can work, and they can then can uh, come in Brazil and get back again. So they are free in the United States, but they don't have the green card or a United States permission to live there. I think it's more the it's not documents, but it's a behavior. I think if you have a good behavior and work and you get and work, it's okay.
Thank you for your answer, Ede. No, Nachi. Should people be deported? And would you report an
Yeah,
illegal immigrant to the police?
depends. If they are doing other illegal things, yes.
Yeah.
But if they are just illegal in the country, no. Let them, yes, but not commit other illegal crimes. And Romeo, if you have time, you watch it, the series Aeroportos. People are deported in Brazil too. I always feel pity in these episodes, but they send people go home in the airport too.
Yeah, but do you think that it should happen, Nachi?
Unfortunately, yes, because we have rules. So if you want to go to the other country, it's better for you. Try to do in the legal way, because is I think that the life will be tough, and if you are in a illegal situation, it would be more tough than necessary.
Yeah, perfect. One more question, Nachi, because like some people are deported, but they're like a solution. Definitely was saying one thing about this, not getting deported, and they need to find a solution. And like the US, like just you guys were saying, they are literally constructing a big wall. Do you think is that the solution for people not to enter in the
No,
country?
no, that's very drastic. Just try
Yeah,
to I don't know, maybe make you think easier, because sometimes people try to do this illegal ways and risk things to go to the other country because the legal way is too difficult to obtain the, I don't know, the green card or other things they have to do to stay in the country.
Yeah, perfect. So guys, we have some questions, specifically question number 6, 8, 9, and 10, but we don't have time for talk about all of them, and we have to do it really quickly, and I want you to choose one question to answer. You know, you can choose one now and just answer it. Starting by you, Ede, I think you're ready. You can answer a question and you can choose a question and answer it very briefly, just to make sure that Daphne and Romeo are talking too. Which question? Yes, you. We can hear you, Ede. Ede, we cannot hear you. Are you talking to
Oh,
us?
okay. I think the short answer is the number 6. Would like a blue card or a green card? Would you like to have them? And
I mean, and you can answer the question.
yeah, answer. Yeah. I don't think it's matter for me today. I don't. It doesn't matter for me.
Really? I would like a European card, the blue card.
Yeah.
Daphne, you can choose a question or answer the same as Ede.
I will answer the same to be quickly. I have no desire to have. I would like to travel for the another countries, but I like so much from Brazil, so I like to live here.
Oh, guys, that's really good to know because I was thinking all the time about my blue card. Romeo, would you like one of them? Please say yes. You would?
For me, I prefer a green card. I think Brazilians doing so much to live in the US. I think I don't know the blue card, but I think it's so better than blue card. But I don't know because I mean never 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 how can I say never travel for others country.
Me too, but maybe living in Portugal can be worse than living in the US. I mean, there's a lot of examples in there. What about you, Nachi? What would you choose? Would you choose one of them, first of all?
So I like to live in Brazil.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
Yeah.
Yes, you are Brazilians for sure. I am too, but I don't know. It's good to have a plan B. Maybe you can end in war and I can go to another place. I don't know. I don't have money to buy the tickets, but that's okay. I'll figure it
Live
out.
here and uh, work to have the salary in dollar, or I think the best option.
Yeah, yeah, that would be definitely. So guys, 2 minutes, but I just want to say thank you for each one of you for coming today. Natia, Romeo, and Daphne. It was a really great conversation. Next week, we're talking about a similar topic to this because I was inspired somehow, and I just wrote 2 things. But I would like to see your faces again in here. If not next week, then another time, another day. And that was a really great conversation. And especially for Romeo, Daphne, and Eder, thank you for giving me the opportunity to know you today, to getting to know your opinion, your thoughts, I don't know, passion or maybe your efforts to learn English and to talk with us. You too, Nati, okay? I love talking to you every other week. And yeah, thank you all for coming. And just to make sure that the conversation was great, you guys can enter the feedback and just rate me or even say one thing that you want to talk about someday here with me. And I'll try to write something about it, okay? So that was all,
Okay.
guys, and I hope to see you again, okay?
Bye
Don't
bye.
leave me
Thank you,
forever.
guys.